Good morning, Facebook. Here today, look at Psalms chapter 40, looking at verses 14 and 15. And you see in these two verses, you see the result of the situation that's going on around David. You see, David had a choice to make. What are you going to do about it? It falls down to that fight or flight. When you're in that deep pit of despair, when you're in that situation, what are you going to do about it? But you see what David does here. He doesn't follow the same path that he's taken so many times to look at himself, to see what he can do in his heart, to change things, to get even, to make himself comfortable in the situation that he's in. But you see, David, he also looks back in time to not only when all that stuff is just blown up in his face and made things worse, but he also realized every situation that he was in, that the only way it truly got better was when he first surrendered it to God. And you see, David, he doesn't want to go back through all the pain. He doesn't want to make things worse. He doesn't want to be in this situation any longer than he has to be. So you see what David's doing. He's putting off his pride. He's putting off his ego. David realizes he can do nothing in and of himself. And you see, David's getting on his knees in full surrender to God. David is pretty much saying to the Lord, Lord, turn this around. See, David's not forgetting everything that God has done just because of this situation. Because you see, so often us as Christians, we forget everything that God has done in our lives over every situation we go through. But as we start our day, can we remember what everything God has done and use that as fuel to be able to trust in Him?